Hi, everybody. Welcome to Beyond the Batcast. Ryan, I'm up here sit with Braydon Kenny to talk about Batman, the animated series, and this week's episode is Harley's Holiday. How you doing today, sir?
This isn't a holiday, it's a kidnapping.
And just as I was saying that, I was thinking this that wasn't really much of a holiday for her because she was getting released. So it's not like she like escaped and was like, haha, I'm gonna try and do better or whatever. So she was so I don't know, I was thinking, not sure why they called it Harley's Holiday.
I guess Harley's parole doesn't have the same ring to it.
Yeah, yeah, I'm not sure like a 12-year-old would know what parole means. And as I said, this is Harley's Holiday. It was the 81st episode produced and the 76th episode to air, having it air October 15th, 1994. So almost halfway to Halloween that year. And do you remember this episode watching it when you're in the when you were first watching this series?
I don't recall this episode. What stood out to me watching this, I think this might be the only Harley episode we've had so far where the Joker doesn't appear.
Yeah.
Because Harlequinade was the last one, which I think when I was like kind of looking through like the highlights of the show, like I was like, okay, so like which episode is which? Because similar titles too. So I thought it was actually surprised how well they were able to kind of pull it off, considering like you don't have that same Joker Harley dynamic.
Yeah, yeah, and this being like him being like the reason why, at least in this series initially, is why she was brought in. Yeah, so, but yeah, I don't think I saw this episode either. I don't know, so I think this might have been my first watch through for this one. So it's interesting. Yeah, so but but as I said, this is where it starts off with her like at Arkham, which they start and they do like a paint up, and I never, and I always figured Arkham was like maybe like two floors and like and just like spread out over like a big like acreage instead of actually having like a third story like tower with like a on it because they pan up and then like she's like having the meeting or whatever with I guess uh, the Arkham Asylum version of like a parole officer, I guess, or just whoever's like letting her go, or just
Mhm.
whoever does the releases, I guess.
The stamp
For
lady.
yeah, but I'm saying now.
I knew you were gonna be thinking that, so was I. I. I love how also like later on she's just like carrying the certificate everywhere that just says sane. Like she knows people aren't gonna believe her.
Well, especially with that voice, yeah, it's kind of hard to think of Harley as sane,
Mhm.
especially in this universe. Yeah, so for being how crazy she has been, and especially being tied with the Joker, and for the and we said before, like every other time where they've been released and saying that they've been like quote unquote sane, it's been either been like what Scarecrow and Two-Face.
Mhm.
And then they've just been they went straight to crime again.
Yeah, they're either like just going cold turkey and getting right back into it. They're either faking it. They're either, like released by a technicality or something. It's like,
Or I should, or yeah, it was a Riddler that I was thinking of in the last episode,
mm,
or the last Riddler episode at least. Yeah, yeah, he was it's like he got out like because he thought he was doing good. He even said at the later on in the episode like, haha, I fooled them all in Arkham sort of thing. So yeah, so it's yeah, yeah. So the general public and especially Batman, I'd be hard pressed to even though they could have been completely cured and going on the straight and narrow, and I don't think anyone would actually believe them due
mhm.
to
Just wait until our next
unnecessary.
episode, lock up. I have so many thoughts that I can't say just yet.
I forgot the Punisher was in the series.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna have a Kanye moment. I'm gonna let you finish.
Oh, fucking guy.
But yeah, as Harley's.
Is it bad that we almost want like that version of Kanye back, where that was only that real issue that with him that he's just a regular arrogant asshole?
Yeah. I don't know what we want anymore. Like the bar is so low in society. Like if there's anything I kind of relate to what Harley says here, like society is to blame. Like no, like like the world is kind of gone to a
A
place where it's like,
vampire.
what does sanity look like?
Fortunately, fortunately, it's on a really low sliding scale.
It's a sliding scale covered in like molasses.
I was gonna say shit, but that molasses
That
works
too,
too.
yeah. Well, one thing I want to make mention of here before we we get back to Harley is when she's like her throwing a big like yippee when she hears like she's getting like released on like good behavior, and so the doctor's like, yes, you've done very well. I just wish you could be better than some of our other patients. Cue to Batman and Robin hauling Scarecrow down the hall. And like this is probably the most scene chewing that like the voice actor who plays Scarecrow has ever done. He's literally going, I am the master of fear, the lord of despair. Bow down and worship me, you fools! Sing hosannas of anguish to Scarecrow. She's like, hey, Professor Crane. Oh, good evening, child. Worship me! Worship me!
Do you think Batman Rumble were bringing him in from like his like most recent scheme, or were they like just like transferred him? Because what was he like Sans mask being led back?
That's a good point, yeah.
So I thought that was weird. So I was like, are they bringing it back, or is then I was like, then I was like, would they be walking ahead like just transfer? They wouldn't be just transferring from like one ward to the other because that's like for some like inept nurse that's on the take or something.
Yeah. I just love how like we have like for a split second, like this is as brief a cameo as we can get for Scarecrow in this episode, and it's like, write him with a messiah complex.
I think that's not. I think that is on like the checklist for like being like a Gotham villain. I think
hmm
really
But
one of the three or four things that you
yeah,
must do and like well.
so as Batman's passing by the office, Harley sees him and he's like, I heard you're getting out tomorrow. He's like, yeah, so what? Like already on the defense, and she's surprised when he extends a hand, like saying like, I hope you do well. Like I hope that you are able to, make something of your life now that you're out. And best of luck to you. She's like, oh, okay. And she goes to shake the hand, and I think like the animation implied like he was squeezing the hand like for a
Yeah,
second, like basically
yeah,
like
yeah.
don't
Because
screw this up.
yeah, because she went to go she did the handshake, then she went to go take it back, and yeah, and it was just kind of mm, sitting there, yeah, and then she was like, yeah, I'll be watching you, so don't fuck
I'm
up.
sorry, I have crippling arthritis.
uh, oh yeah, yeah, I imagine that's like in his entire body,
Yeah,
not just.
I have full body arthritis. Alfred has to do acupuncture everywhere every night, and I do mean everywhere.
It's just like one big acupuncture punch. It's just,
Yeah. Alfred's version of acupuncture is him just repeatedly stabbing Batman. Like, this is how I get out my frustration on you. Shank,
it's like,
shank, shank.
no, it's like a bantha tank, but like with the needles, it's like, oh.
Actually, wait, before we move on here, you said I know what you meant. You meant back to tank, but back to tanks are blue. Banthas make blue milk. Did we just break open what the back to tank really is? Luke was
Yeah.
bathing in bantha milk.
Whatever works, man.
This goes all the way to the top.
Which just made me think they have the same technology in Starship Troopers
Yeah.
because yeah, that's what Rico was in.
Oh, is that
Like
what they go like? You're dead.
yeah, or whatever. Yeah, like 2 days or whatever. Yeah.
Come on, Marines. Do you want to live forever? Yes.
I,
Yes, I do.
I was just thinking like within the last week or so and like how good the CGI in that movie was for being like a 1997 movie.
That and some of the prosthetics, like
Yeah,
even just like remember the guy getting his like head sucked out like
yeah,
a straw.
yeah, like and yeah, like not that like I don't mean that like I'm shitting on the movie because I enjoy that movie. So like at least like I'm not necessarily going to say it's good, but I like it.
Hmm.
So, yeah, so yeah, so just say yeah, just for like the CG and like and all that shit in the movie for being like a mid-tier like movie at the time or whatever because it definitely wasn't like a big like blockbustery movie. Like it wasn't
Hmm.
so it wasn't like the one of the ones that got like the top dollar for production and all that stuff. So just for yeah, just for the CGI for a lot of stuff in the movie it was pretty good because like yeah, it's, like the zergling looking bugs or whatever when they go to the canyon or whatever it was fucking it was really because even like a couple years later in like episode one that like it was definitely like for like the crowd shots and stuff. I think it was even like a bit of a downgrade almost.
This is why you let your VFX artist cook.
Yeah,
Stop rushing them out the gate
yeah,
and pay them.
yeah. We need to make our Michael Ironside look good, so we need that we need this CG top notch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even friggin' Rico and Dizzy were at I think the March Con like at one point like a few years back, so I made sure to walk by their tables and stuff.
Did you know that Dizzy's the girl, right?
Oh yeah, the curly hair girl, yeah,
Yeah.
that he
Do you
goes
know she
for
played
it.
Barbara Gordon?
Yeah, and the and that was like the Birds of Prey show, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
She actually did a pretty good job. Almost like, you know what? As far as like casting, like, I mean, at the time, it was like, early 2000s or like late 90s, I forget. But yeah, I'm like, as far as casting is concerned, I'm like, this is probably as like accurate as to what I think Barbara Gordon would look like.
yeah, yeah. And then she was in one of the Saw movies, at least one of the Saw movies,
Yes.
and then other stuff.
She deserves a better career than she's been getting. I think so.
I definitely liked her and everything that I've seen her in. So,
Yeah.
and as I said, like I Search and Drew is one of my favorite movies, and yeah, and it was one of the movies of the one of the $5 movies of the week at one point I had to imagine. So I made sure to go one of the nights to see that in the theater. So that's oh yeah, it's always a fun time.
I still say you get them to sponsor our podcast. You give them so much free advertising.
Well, we'd actually have to prove that we're actually sending bodies there to do that, really. So just because I'm like saying their name doesn't necessarily require them to be like,
You want them to go to the box office and say, Adam sent me from the
no,
backcast.
like, or at least like
Who?
if you're buying the online ticket, yeah, just be like, hey, if they like, did somebody like not request you, but like or suggest this place to you, and they're
Yep.
like, yeah, and you're like that guy from the podcast.
Yeah. You shot who and the what now? So where were we? Oh yeah, so Harley's like said like by Batman, like, best of luck, but don't screw this up. I'll be watching you. Well, he didn't say I'm gonna be watching you, but basically stay in your lane. Um
I know, yeah, that I'll get Sting to watch you and write
yeah.
that song about you. I'll be watching you.
I love Sting. I always get him mixed up with a wrestler though.
Oh, and really, I was thinking the sword.
Ah yeah.
But yeah,
Also, he
but
also glows blue when orcs are close.
oh, I don't want that mental image in my head.
So,
uh,
yeah, there you
why did I do that to myself?
go.
Uh, and why am I still thinking it off?
That's on you, man. I didn't say that he
Yeah.
was naked.
Well, that's not. Oh yeah, but anyway. So anyway,
So,
Batman.
so yeah. While Adam's thinking about naked Sting, um, Harley's off. She's like going down the street. I think it said right before she had her cutaway. She's like, "I'll be the model of perfect sanity." Cut to her immediately, like rollerblading with her two hyenas like on a leash and like wearing like go-go shorts and I forget what they call it, but like that knotted top.
Yeah, they yeah, I tied off a shirt and
Yeah, that's it.
shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, but yeah, I was just thinking it was funny because I had to look it up, and of course she has like the less tameable of the like the hyena types, like the
Yep.
spotted ones. So I was just thinking, like, I wonder how tameable he would be. But of course, I was thinking that was kind of the point. I think with her and Joker is to get like the thing that's not really tameable that could like turn on you on a dime.
Yep.
And I was thinking, like, I wonder what the I at first because like you just see her rollerblading, and you don't see the hyenas like pulling her right away. So like, so I was thinking, I wonder like the people were afraid because of they saw her or the hyenas. But I'm like, unless she's like in her full like Harley get up, I don't think they would have like recognized her right away. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like would probably if like she started talking and stuff, they were like, oh yeah, they'd be able to probably be like, hey, you're that crazy one, aren't you? Sort of thing.
It's Gotham. You're gonna have to be more
Yeah,
specific.
yeah, yeah, but then but I was like, yeah, they're probably like definitely more scared of like the two like crazed like hyenas like running down the street, yeah, because like she gets knocked down and then you see like them like feasting on like somebody's like groceries that they've like that somebody's obviously like dropped and like ran because they've probably like run away because they've seen hyenas, which I think is probably like the appropriate response.
And I like how like she's like, "Wait, what gives? Like, why is everybody looking at me like this?" And she looks in the mirror and sees like her outfit. She's like, "Oh, that's because I'm wearing this." And I'm like, I mean, they'd be looking at you anyway, but not for that reason. Um,
well, yeah, it'd be definitely a good thing if it was just that. I think, yeah, but
yeah. So she says, "I need to change into something more appropriate or whatever. I need some new digs." Uh,
and then she happened to look up to like whatever store that was that had like it's like all the women's clothing or whatever, and I which like and when she was like shopping and actually like paid for this dress, like where did she get the money?
that is exactly
Because
what
I'm
I thought.
fairly certain even in Gotham, I'm fairly certain they wouldn't let you keep your crime money after you've been caught.
Hmm.
I would think, or at least like have the bank put a freeze on it and to be like, hey, so they can just like go through the process and be like, hey, this is crime money, so we need to, you know, give it to us at Gotham so we can have our guys like steal it later, sort of thing.
She breeds hyenas on the side.
Well, it's only her and Joker there had that do that, so that's a very niche market.
Exactly. There's
And,
no competition. Business is
well,
booming.
no, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, no, well, that's what I'm saying. Like, nobody's buying them. Like, they buy two, and then that's it. Like, no, like I don't need to buy any more because I already have the hyenas. Like, come
Yeah.
on.
She sold the rest to Peter Jackson for his Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Oh yeah, no, you need then you need to go talk to Bane and get the some venom to pump him up and make him a little bigger.
Yeah. Bring your pretty face to my axe. So she's goes into the store and the store owner is immediately like, "You can't bring those in here." She's like, "Ah, it's okay. The house broken." I was like, I thought you were gonna say like, "Ah, the therapy hyenas or something."
If they're now, yeah, and I was just thinking, I'm fairly certain you won't be able to pull off. They're my service hyenas.
Yeah. They make me feel safe. Oh yeah, they make everybody else feel unsafe. And as she's looking around, Bruce Wayne is there with Veronica Vreeland, who the implication is that he's dating her, but like she seems to not be his type at all based on past appearances. So I was a little confused. I don't know. Maybe she just needed an excuse to have somebody like help her like test out outfits.
You said probably yeah, just there for probably for show, just to be like, hey, I'm outside during the
Yeah.
day doing stuff, so I'm not Batman.
Yeah.
Look at me not being Batman over here. I'm spending
Yeah.
money with some flighty, almost nipple baby, like army brat chick.
Yeah. You keep saying that, Bruce, over and over again, and yet I've never said you were Batman. And I'm gonna keep saying it.
Look at me not being Batman over here doing shopping in this section. We can hear you say that, right, Bruce?
I think we need to call
Yes.
Batman to get Bruce Wayne and take him to Arkham. Why is he taking so long?
I said I'm not Batman.
Well, Bruce has finally lost it. All those years of trauma from his parents' death, he's
Uh,
finally lost his shit.
no, yeah, no. It's I've seen it's just a matter of time with billionaires and like how long it takes you to go crazy. So,
Billionaires is usually reinforced insanity, surrounded
yeah,
by the right
yeah,
people.
yeah. It's all just a matter of time.
Yeah.
Your crazy will come out eventually.
Yep. So, yeah, as Harley swings by him and sees Bruce Wayne, there's like, you look familiar. She covers like half of his face and sees she's like, something about that chin. Oh yeah, I know you. You're Bruce Wayne, the rich playboy. And I love how like she looks at his hand and like wraps it around her and over her shoulder, and she's like, off the market, I see. Like looking for a wedding ring. And Veronica's like, excuse me. She's like, oh, the girlfriend. Oh, I see. And she says, "Oh, I remember you. You remember when the Joker robbed your charity gala or something? I was the clown who held a gun to your head."
But good on Harley for having that good a memory because you would have figured it was just like some lady.
I also
Because
love how like Harley did not need to tell her that, and she's just like, "Nah, I'm gonna tell you."
or just remind you, I could just have left that memory that memory be, but be like, no, that was me.
As memory
But don't,
serves, you pissed yourself too.
but I'm saying now though,
Yeah.
as you can
So
plainly see, like,
yeah,
no, sit down, you hyenas.
yeah, exactly. Stop shredding and eating my sanity bill. So she's like, yo, I got a clean bill of health, or whatever. It says like, I'm here to start over. And Bruce is just like, okay, crazy lady, we're gonna go now. And so she goes to the front register to have them ring her up. And she's like, I don't understand why everybody's acting like this around me. Like, what gives? And yeah, the store owner's like, yeah, I couldn't imagine why. And Harley put the money on the counter as as she's putting the money down the counter. She doesn't look properly enough to see the store owner is like about to like pull off the tag and like like I forget what the retail term is for like the like basically marking it
The,
as paid for.
it's like that the anti-shoplifting tag or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah, which yeah, will have like the like little inkjet thing and or the sensor that sets off the alarm at the door so that so if you don't take it off it'll yeah it'll ring. Which yeah, which even if like they do like demagnetize it or whatever, and fucking they just don't actually take it off. Sometimes you'll actually still fucking leave this door, and it'll still go off and be like, and then just be like, yeah, whatever. So then they be like, ah, suckers, I actually am soft at the. I mean, no.
this isn't even my money. And yeah, so she thinks she's paid for it, and she's headed out the door, and all of a sudden, as she's like crossing through the front door, the alarm goes off, and she's like, "Hey, what gives?" And a security guard's like, "Hold it right there." And she immediately is like, "This is a frame up. Like, I paid for it fair and square." He's like, "I know." You have the price tag on. Just let me take it off. And like the hyenas are there to like, like basically like snap at him and like defend her. And she's like, I paid for this dress fair and square, and you guys are just trying to like basically point the finger at me. And like she's like, get away from me. I love how she grabs the mannequin's arm and swings at it like a baseball bat and smacks the security guard in the face right before she runs off to the change room.
Hey, well, you gotta use what, hey, you gotta use what's close, right? So
Yep.
I imagine her mouth's still like either at in Solid Arkham or back at one of Joker's like hideouts. So guy says I got to use what's there. And then speaking of, like she goes into like the that into like the changing room and when Batman comes to like or Bruce tries to fucking talk to her, she comes out in her Harley outfit.
Yep.
So if she actually was trying to go straight, like why did she have her her Harley like outfit and like makeup, like full makeup, like on her?
She only has two outfits, the Harley outfit and the shorts and the tied top.
Yeah. Her cartoon closet. That's what it is. Like one side is just like the Harley outfit, the other one's just like the on the
What you
tie.
want me to do? Walk around naked? You hold me back to the loony bin.
Well,
You'd like that, wouldn't you? Yes, yes, they would.
well, there's only one way to find it. I mean, yes, I would. I mean, yes. I mean, yes. I mean, damn it. Damn it.
So Bruce is like, I'm sure this is all just a mix up. And yeah, as you said, Harley like slams the door open and like hits Bruce in the face. And she's of course wearing the outfit like she's changed into. She's like, I tried to play it on the straight. I tried to play by the rules, but no. You all think I'm a monster. You want to say a monster? Basically, like paraphrasing.
Yeah, she did, but also it's been like an hour
Yeah,
too. So
presumably. Yeah.
yeah, right. So
Maybe it's that stressful living in Gotham.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, it's still, yeah. Then you still got at least hold your hold your own for a little bit at least, right? Like, so that's
Yeah.
why I imagine the same thing. Like, that's why a lot of people don't like live in Toronto because you got to just deal with, yeah. Your bullshit meter is a little higher. You just got with all this shit you just got to deal with, right? So,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of shit you gotta wade through. Sometimes literally.
as I said, I live like right downtown, so you know, so
Yeah.
I know this a little too well.
Yeah. So I love also she's still got the mannequin hand and or the mannequin arm and she says to Bruce, back off, I'm armed. I'm like, that's good. And so she runs out of the store and like Veronica is in the back seat of Bruce's like convertible outside and like she like immediately jumps into the car, steals it, like calls her hyenas to come with her and like basically like runs off with like Veronica in the back seat. So and what's funny is that she's like hauling out onto the street and Veronica's like, what's going on? Like, like this way he's kidnapping me. And Harley's like, "What? No, I'm not. I mean, well, I guess I am now, but like," and she like swerves through the road. I thought for a second like Bullock was on his way to like the scene, but I realized nobody had called the police. So I think this is just Bullock on his day off.
or yeah, or just like on patrol, whatever, just doing this thing. And then with like Harley taking the car and stuff, it like makes you think like, wait, you would think Alfred would have been there too for like to drive them there and to like haul all the shit there because
Good point.
they're probably there to like buy your like Veronica like clothes and stuff or whatever. So yeah, as I said, for the buy Bruce could be like, hey, look, do the whole look at me, I'm not Batman during the day, like doing the groceries, doing taking the girlfriend shopping or whatever, the girlfriend of the week or whatever.
I'm a big boy, Alfred. I can drive my own car. Yes, 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 you can, Master Bruce.
See, Bruce, this is why we fucking drive your line because I let you out fucking once to take a driver and somebody steals the car, man. Even the Batmobile's been fucking stolen and like hot wired before, man. Like, what makes me think I'm gonna trust you with a regular car?
Yeah, there you go. Do you remember how to use a wheel? A car has four wheels. Oh, yes, of course. Oh, shit.
Just because you have money to like replace the car like in an hour doesn't mean it doesn't-
So what happens after that? Oh, I think the next scene after like Harvey has like accidentally like hit a fire hydrant and crashed his car, dodging Harley. The next scene is at Jim Gordon's office where he's sipping his coffee and a guy is pacing back and forth, and that's where we learn that Veronica's father is General Patton. Batman, you magnificent bastard! You read your book. I read your book. That's not how the line goes. Of course, you read your book. You wrote the book. But okay, so this is General Vreeland, her dad, and okay, so you're telling me because remember, Veronica got kidnapped by the Penguin. Okay, back in like the episode like Birds of a
yeah,
Feather.
yeah,
Where was this guy?
he's probably out in the Gulf of Mexico or the Gulf of Mexico or like the Gulf War or whatever, fighting not invading Iraq or whatever.
Sir, your daughter's been kidnapped by the Penguin. Do you want to come in and like assess the situation? You gotta ask me nicely. I'll
I was
do
too
it.
I was too busy ordering code reds to go save her that time. So,
You're damn right I did.
all right, I guess yeah, I guess I guess that nah, explains the overreaction later in a minute.
Yeah, so he's like, where's my daughter? Like, like you're the police and you can't do anything. And I forget what Gordon's excuse was. It's basically like Batman's looking into it, or like we're trying to keep tabs on her, but or whatever. He's like basically saying like, like we're doing our job, and the guy like freaks out and like he accidentally turns over the coffee on Gordon's desk. Now Gordon's real mad, and it's like this is the only thing keeping me sane. This is my sanity certificate.
Yeah. It's not like he's like in the bullpen and just spilled coffee on like some like beat cop's like desk or whatever. He's like it says spilled like the commissioner's fucking coffee.
I also love how like he's got like the riding crop too. Like, why generals need that? Like
Yeah,
they don't
it's
have a horse.
it's to help illustrate points, man. They can't hit people, so they just gotta fucking whip fucking whatever when they're talking.
So he's like, I'm sorry for losing my composure. Jim, do you mind if an old man has a chance to just kind of have a moment to himself? And it's like, yeah, sure, whatever. Just don't me use my phone while I'm gone. He's like, oh, don't worry, I won't. Picks up the phone. He's like, get the. I forget what he said, but he says like basically like bring it in or something. So we don't see until later what it is, but trust me, it is good. So Batman and Robin are in the car, or in the Batmobile, and they're like driving, looking for Harley. And one thing of note is, way back early in the series, Alfred had mentioned that Bruce's cars all had like homing devices on them. So that's what Bruce is using to try and like trail Harley because she's stolen his car. So Robin says, like it was only a matter of time or something like that for Harley to basically go back to her old ways. And Bruce is like, I think that she actually meant it. I think she actually wanted to, like become like a good, honest, reformed citizen. Bruce, you saw her bust out wearing the Harley Quinn outfit before your very eyes. But she's hot. Hot women can't be crazy. Then it doesn't explain your type, does it? So I think they're trying to find her, and he's like, oh, he says if she's on the run, she's gonna need somewhere to hide for a little bit. And I think I know exactly where we'll find her. So that's when we see the return of Boxy Bennett from the last Harley Quinn episode. Who's like,
Was he?
yep, he was in the. Remember, he was in the Speakeasy when she had that singing number.
Oh,
when she was singing about domestic violence, and we all just kind of like looked at each other like, what are we doing here? Like,
uh, yeah, I guess I didn't remember. Yeah,
yep.
because I was
And
gonna say
you
like,
pointed out that Boxy's a voice actor is Star Trek alumni.
oh yeah, I was gonna say like I would go pull a off my shelf, and this is our Star Trek connection for the week. Yeah, he was like in the Deep Space Nine two-parter episode with like the Bell Riots, where they have like a transporter incident, and he gets like transported back in time like a couple hundred years, and then it's like which are like the Bell Riots were actually in that timeline 2025 or 2024 or 25. So it
So
was
they're
either
gonna
that.
happen soon.
It was either last year or already happened this year.
We still got 2025, still like another half to go, man. I don't know. I'm gonna watch the bells, or is it the bell hops? You're looking it up, aren't you?
Yeah. Seriously, like I see like when it was. Oh yeah, it's that. So yeah, September 2024. So yeah, so it was last year.
Oh, okay. So we dodged a bullet. We dodged a bell. So yeah,
That's I guess I guess that means like the Dominion War the Dominion War isn't in our future, so that's good.
no.
It's so no shit no shifting Odos around to save us from Quark. So I guess I guess that means Quark wasn't our alien at Area 51.
You know what I remember is seeing way back when, because like this is probably how I knew Cork the most. When I was a kid and we went grocery shopping, and like you remember how like all these like TV shows would have like commercial tie-ins.
Yeah.
They had Quark on a box of Shreddies, and I'm like, why is that so apt? Like, why do Shreddies and Quark seem to like go like just like hand in hand? But I just remember I hate Shreddies already. Now I automatically hate this guy. And I hadn't even watched the show
Uh,
yet.
okay. Quark is rad. I like Quark.
Yeah. It just put a bad taste in my mouth. Kind of tasted like Shreddies, actually. Shreddies
Yeah.
are awful.
Yeah, that's a odd sense. I never heard anybody like hating Shreddies. Like being indifferent with Shreddies is one thing, but like
Shreddies suck. Civil War!
I was gonna say like I was trying to think of the last time I like had Shreddies or just like a bowl of cereal as a whole, and it's been so long I don't even remember how long it's been.
Yeah. I think they're just bland. Like it's bland cereal, just like in like box form. I don't know what it is. Like it's just cubes of. You know what? It seems like it's like I would rather eat a bowl of croutons and milk than a bowl of Shreddies.
I take Shreddies over croutons, but they're not that much higher on the list, I guess. Only a couple of notches at most, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just on a kick now. I realize like all the food that's healthy for me is like the stuff that tastes like crap.
Yeah, well, hey, welcome to being old.
You got all right.
Like you'll find yourself like having some like shredded wheat and some heated up milk in no time.
I'm not eating the damn Shreddies. So, where the heck was I? Kind of had a moment there. Oh yeah, so Boxy's like say like I remember what you did at my club last time, and I'm gonna be getting my like why should I trust you? Why should my thugs not throw you onto the streets? And Holly's like, well, have you thought about this? And she like plants one on him, and he's like, I did think about that, but yeah, you're right, Toots. And she's like, oh, that was easy. So I forget what happened, but oh yeah, so he's like, so what's the plan then? You gonna hold her for ransom? He's like, no. As soon as the heat blows off, I'm gonna let her go. And Veronica's kind of like, oh, like. You are? I'm like, yeah, yeah. Like, and they talk about that later. And I think that's around the time that Batman and Robin show up. So Robin has decided to use fish as nunchucks and throwing stars.
Fellow Chucker, eh? Oh, whoa.
I call this a little bit of tempura. Yeah, so like, because they're at a fish market, and so like he's just like chucking fish at the thugs, and it's working surprisingly well. I remind you, the last one of the last times when we saw Robin, he was beaten by a grandfather clock falling on his leg.
Yeah, so I'm glad that Batman has enough with his health plan that he has enough time off to allow him to heal properly before he comes back out.
Yeah, so and oh yeah, Batman's like fighting him off. One guy gets at him with like a broom, and Batman like basically takes the stick of the broom and turns it into like a bow staff. He kind of goes all gambit on him.
Oh, should he?
I'm gonna take a cappuccino if you're taking orders. No, but I am giving them. Gambit was friggin' like wronged so bad in that series, man. Like it's basically just like Magneto just gloated like, I stole your woman. How does that feel? Does it feel good? Hmm? Feels good to me. Don't worry, you'll get to see me in a speedo later on in the season. Why?
Well, I wonder if they'll be true to comic book form and like bring him back in the second season.
Oh, you didn't see the stinger at the end?
I did, but I forgot it, so I don't know.
Apocalypse comes up, sees Gambit, and says something about death, and I'm like, oh,
Oh
four
yeah,
horsemen,
yeah,
death.
because I think he is like one of the Death at one, I believe. So
And
I think I need to watch that series again, yeah, because
I gotta watch it again. Yeah, just if nothing else, just for like seeing the all the crazy ways like the show has kind of like gone in like a I don't know, like in a more not realistic direction, but more like more mature direction. Like just seeing
yeah,
like
yeah, like it's like 25% more anime.
that's it. Yeah. Yeah. So where were we? Oh yeah, so yeah, they're the Harley's trying to get run out of like the fight scene. And I forget what it is that caused Boxy. Maybe he figures that like she brought Batman to him. I mean, last time technically she did. And so she's about to run off with Veronica and he pulls a gun on her. And I love this line because Boxy's like, "Sorry, doll, as we gamblers say, you just crapped out." As we gamblers say, I have terminal diarrhea. I'm shitting out my own organs. Yeah, it goes to my pancreas. And she's like, any last words, dollface or whatever? And he's like, she says, yeah, babies. And all of a sudden the hyenas come out and like just like run at Boxy and like basically like snap at his heels, like shredding his clothes, like all the way down to his underwear by the time he gets to his truck and hauls off. And I think that's when she jumps back in the car with Veronica. And Veronica's like, like, did you really mean everything that you said about, letting me go? She's like, yeah, sure, you're an all right kid. I don't mean to actually like bring you into my mess. I just gotta like, see what to do now. And she's like, there's a really nice bonding scene between them because like Veronica kind of realizes like, oh, like yeah, you're crazy, but you actually don't want to hurt people. And she says, so what's going to happen to you now? And she's like, well, hopefully I can get out of town and, get you back home, but, we'll see where it happens. And I think she says something like, what if you just go back to the police and explain it was all misunderstanding? Like, I'll vouch for you. And she's like, what? Yeah, I wouldn't even believe that story with my criminal background. I was like, yeah, yeah. It's kind of a shoot first ask questions later kind of policy at Gotham. Not that there hasn't
well,
been warrant for it.
yeah, as I said, they did believe that the other guy, other ones were sane and got let go. So like it's I guess believing that she's not crazy is not far of a leap, I guess. But
Yeah. Maybe it's because of her association with the Joker that they would immediately be suspect. But then again, it's like she's clearly spent enough time in Arkham away from him that
or just
otherwise,
or just like or they just do like that. See this rap sheet and just like it is like that big like folded printer paper and just like folds down like this is why we don't believe you.
yeah. So, she's thinking like Veronica basically manages to say like like maybe like we can like work on an arrangement like get things sorting out for you, and Harley's like yeah maybe we can, for the first time today things are starting to look all right. Boom. So now we find out what it was that General Vreeland called an Abrams tank.
Yeah. As I said, like, because like he had like a severe underreaction when the penguin kidnapped his daughter. If he's like overreacting now and has a got a fucking tank.
He's literally even Harley's like when she says like that's my father. No, that's not your father. That's your father in a tank.
And then too, like he's not like he's not like he's like giving like warning shots to be like, hey, give me my daughter. He's like looks like he's like trying to blow the fucking car up that
Yeah,
has his daughter in it.
yeah.
Like yeah, it's like what? It's like he was like he's that kind of father. He's like I'm going to save you, even if it's like if I kill you, like, it's okay, but if she kills you, it's like it's not good. So
If I kill you, it's for America. Ironically
Yes.
enough, yesterday was the 4th of July.
So yeah, it's like yeah. So even if like just to get the tank, just to get away, or just or get the car, I can see, but not to like fire at it to like to blow it up because I don't think that because if you succeed, that's not saving your daughter.
Yeah. Well, and the funny thing is, like, and yeah, I get that, like, like when you're a certain part of the upper echelon of the military, consequences are pretty much minimal. But okay, what is the high brass gonna think when they realize you just stole a tank and are driving it like a single tank? Driving it down like the press are not gonna just like like don't say anything kind of thing. It's a tank rolling
Yeah,
down the friggin' street.
like even in this Batman like continuity, I think it's somehow I think it's probably like his own tank somehow,
Oh gosh.
or being Gotham, like he can just be like, hey, you need the tank right here you go. So I don't think
Yeah,
there's like, I think he has a lot of leeway. So,
yeah.
so
He's built his own.
which is probably why he's not thinking about like firing like at something that like his daughter's fucking in. Yeah.
That's the other thing. It's like, what are the odds that you're just gonna kill your daughter in
Oh
doing
yeah.
this? Like,
Yeah, as I said, he didn't think this through because I said if he succeeds, like yeah, he's
yeah.
like he think he's killed his daughter.
Well, and
That's not go ahead.
back when he was at Gordon's office, I remember him going like, "You should have like like patrol cars, like a SWAT team, like blah blah blah." So it's like, okay, so you went from like you should have this, you should have a SWAT team, you should have negotiators, you should have rescue ops. You jump straight to tank.
The army doesn't have all that stuff, so like obviously like like the army the equivalent is tank.
He just comes in with a friggin' like helicarrier.
No, yeah, that's the next step. Yeah, like
Yeah,
one of those blimps that just have like a bunch of like drones like coming out and they're like kamikaze like bomber drones or something.
exactly. So yeah, so Harley's like trying to outrun the tank and realizes like, holy crap, there's a tank on my ass. And so I think as that's happening, I think there's like a radio call saying like that Harley is like at this point of the city, and so Harvey Bullock has just managed to get his like car, which is like half soaked in water from the fire hydrant. Is like, I'm on my way. And I forget how Boxy Bennett got word of that, or if it's just happenstance, but like he's like driving in
Well,
his truck.
even for Gotham, I'm sure like it's probably not hard to follow where the tank went.
But why would you want to go towards the tank?
Well, as I said, it's being Gotham. It's probably like not until I got out for like that for that be a crazy thing. So like crazier things have happened. So it's like yeah, it's all I need is just get trying to get Harley, and yeah, like I can probably figure out how to get through the tank to get to her, sort of thing. Yeah.
That's a lucky guess, one shot in a million. Boxy's like, there's a crazy old man in a tank who's shooting around town. He must be going after Harley.
That's the thing too. He's probably just getting there, just right after the tank did. So yeah, so he probably knows it's there, but he probably doesn't know like that the tank is there either. Yeah, so
Yeah. So yeah, so basically what this all leads to is like all three of them are going towards Harley. It's like basically like the like all crashing into each other. I mean, you crash into a tank. I think that the tank's gonna win. Just a thought. Uh, but yeah, so she lets Veronica go and she like runs off and General Vreeland's like oh my little girl, it's like so good to see you. She's like, I haven't seen you in like 6 years. In fact, you let a flipper man take me hostage. No, we didn't do that. No, repressed memories and all that. And
you see what he does when he tries to put on a name tag, man. Just so imagine what he does when fucking no one's around. Like, come on.
exactly.
He did try to show me the French flipper trick, and trust me, you don't want that.
Uh, there are so many lines like I didn't get to watch like Batman Returns until I was like probably 12 years old because my parents wouldn't let me. And I'm starting to see why. Like looking back on it, I'm like, whoa, like
I was gonna say that's probably when I did see it, but that's only because that's when it came out. It was when I
yeah,
was 12, so so yeah, so I put yeah, I saw like that Batman '89 at like 9 years old.
yeah. Like even for Tim Burton, Dan, man, he's like, whoa, we are really pushing the PG bar. So yeah, so as he's like getting his daughter back, Robin sees Boxy Bennett and it's like, where you going, Boxy? And he's like, you got nothing on me, like you got nothing that you can stick to me. And that's when Bullock shows up and he's like, oh, I think we can find something. Yay! Police loosening the terms of the law. He is a criminal though, it counts. Um, It's yeah. So Batman's like, "Well, where's Harley?" And she's like, up in the valley of neon billboard signs." And basically like it's kind of like Gotham's version of Times Square where she's like like I'm out of here, like I let the girl go, so it's fine. We're all good, like good night folks. And he's like, hold it right there. And so and Batman is actually vouching to say like, like if you don't come in and deal with this, like you're not gonna like this is just gonna get worse for
Yeah,
you.
yeah. You're not helping your case to show that you're not crazy right now.
Yeah. And she's like she basically says like, you know, I tried to be normal. I tried to be she's kind of going like, Joaquin Phoenix Joker here a little bit, like basically like having a meltdown of going like I tried to just have a normal day and you people wouldn't let me have it. All I wanted was a friggin' dress that I bought with my own money. Ah! And Batman's just like, okay, let's just, like talk about this. And she says, like, you guys want I forget what she says, but basically like But if I can't be normal, well, then let's get back to basics. And she pulls out a Joker-faced grenade. It's like, yeah, that just waiting to go. That's interesting. And so Batman throws his batarang at the grenade. And I don't know what he expected other than what follows because it bounces out of her hand and like bounces behind the sign. She's like, "Oh shit!" All of a sudden, the sign that she's sitting on blows up and basically sends her flying to the point where there's like a it's like a Coke bottle sign, like a giant novelty Coke bottle sign with like a straw that she's hanging on for dear life. And okay, points to the writing for this because she's like talking about grasping at
Yeah, I was
straws.
gonna say I was trying to remember what the I knew it was like a
Yeah.
straw. I know it was a straw pun, but I couldn't remember exactly what it was. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that was pretty good. Yeah, so she's like, well, at least I'm going out on a joke. And the straw breaks off and she's like falling to her death. And that's when Batman swings in, grabs her, and like at the last second, and takes her safely down to the ground. And she looks up at him with like a sad face and says like, I think I messed up your cape. And then, dry cleaning again.
yeah, that's why freaking Edna says it says no capes.
Yeah. How am I supposed to glide if I don't have a cape?
No capes.
So I think that the next scene is I'm cutting to Arkham, where like Batman and Robin are taking Harley back, and she's told, like you are being put back here, but Veronica talked to the police and she vouched for you, so like you're not going to be here as long as you think you are. So more crime sprees. Yeah. So and I like this really nice touch here because she says, there's one thing I gotta know. How come you were sticking with me the whole day? Like, like I've done nothing but bring you trouble ever since you and I met. Like I've, been a pain in your ass this whole time. And Batman says, you said that you wanted to, have a chance at starting over, and I know what it's like to have a bad day too once. And that's where he like gives her the dress as like a parting gift, the dress that she wanted at the store. And she's like kind of really moved by that, and she gives him a little peck on the cheek, and then she turns around, thinks better of it, and then she just plants one on, like she all but gives him tongue, like.
Yeah.
Joker's looking like, how dare you kiss my boyfriend?
Yeah, and then yeah, you kind of half expect the Batman to be like, "Oh, what the fuck?" afterwards, but he kind of doesn't or whatever. Then she walks away, and then even like Poison Ivy's like in the in the cell right there that has like the glass there, and she just kind of like it seems like a bit surprised that she just like locked with the Batman, and she just kind of went to like and like and just like walks away. Yeah, I think that's the end of the episode. I think I want to say.
Hmm.
Yeah. So what would you give this out of five paroled Harleys?
I'm gonna give it 3 out of 5. I think that, considering that this is the first time we've seen Harley without the Joker, the episode has some good legs to stand on. The animation was really good. Like we didn't even talk about like some of the explosions in this. Like they're really well done. But yeah, no, I think that it was also like it gets to the basics of Harley's character. And yeah, no, it's just what it's kind of an episode where it just goes like in terms of the chaos, it goes from bad to worse, and just kind of escalates from there. And yeah, it just gets crazier as you go along. So yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, I think I'll give it three out of five as well. It's a decent Harley episode and stuff, and I don't think that there's anything that they didn't go too crazy with her or anything, and nothing felt like a stretch with her at all. So, yeah, definitely give it a 3 out of 5 as well. And alrighty, folks, that is the episode for this week. Thanks everyone for joining us at the back here to talk about Batman the animated series. Next week's episode is Lockup, so it should be interesting. I think it's been a long time since I've seen that episode, but I know I think I've definitely have. Seen that at least once or twice in the initial run. Hey, you can follow us on Twitter/X at Beyond the Backcast, on Instagram at Beyond the Backcast, and we are on YouTube now at youtube.com/at Beyond the Backcast. Check us out there. Give us a rate, review, subscribe on there, or wherever you listen to your podcast, because that will definitely help us out and hopefully get some views and listens. And where can we find you on the internet, Brayden?
You can find me on my podcast, Fandom and Folklore, where we talk about fantasy movies and TV shows and the fandoms that follow them. And we're actually going through Lord of the Rings marathon right now.
Nice. My precious. And you can follow me on my own on Instagram at Stump Chunkman. That is my own personal account there. And as I said, folks, thanks for joining us in the Batcave to talk about Batman, the animated series at Beyond the Batcast. Goodbye, good chums. Kapow.